Today we're going to be going over 5 habits that keep you broke. Let's get into it.
Boy, you look that lame rubbing your hands together like that.
Hey, ain't nobody asked you to hop in my video with all that negativity, man.
Whatever.
We positive over here.
And I'm positive that you look lame.
All right, y'all, come on. First on the list is bills. Now I know what y'all thinking. But six-figure boss, how are we supposed to get rid of bills? Now you can't get rid of bills, but what you can do is lower them. Every year I line my bills up, right? I got them put on the spending tracker. We go get to that later. But I line my bills up and I look at them and I do an audit at the top of the year. And I say, how can I lower each one of these bills? My cell phone bill, my internet bill, my cable bill, my car insurance. My cell phone bill, I lower it by switching to prepaid. I was paying $75. I switched over to prepaid and it was only $50. The prepaid and the regular service run out the same towers. Now you're only able to do this if you don't owe any money on your phone. If you're leasing your phone, you got to go the contract route. But I was able to go this route because I bought my phone outright.
All right, tribe. So y'all know I believe in full transparency. Right here, you see my payment. I get a text message every time I send a payment. The payment was $77.50. This was last year. Let me cover up my cell phone number because I don't need y'all calling me acting crazy. You see right here, this is prepaid T-Mobile. I'm logged into my T-Mobile account. Total charges for the month are $50. $77.50. That little extra change is like the little processing fee they charge you. And nothing about my cell phone bill is different. I got unlimited text messages, unlimited calls, unlimited data. Only thing that changed was the price. It went from $75 to $50.
Now this bill is a bill that we all have and it goes up almost every year. Internet and cable. And I never really know how this bill works because the internet service and the cable providers always switch up the bill and they tell you about something being prorated. It's like they're purposely trying to make you not understand the bill. After my promotion, my internet bill had rose up to $135. I got on the phone and got it lowered to $35 a month. Tell them if they don't add that promo back, that you go cancel the service. And if that call sales rep doesn't want to do what you tell them to do, hang up, call again, and speak to another one. I know it sounds crazy, but you just got to keep doing it. Trust me. I do it every year. Okay, pause the video real quick. All my people of melanated skin, remember to use your best European voices when you're talking to these companies, okay? You get what I'm saying?
Hey, how are ya? I was wondering if I can get the promotional code, put it back on my internet service. Yeah. Am I white? Of course I'm white. What's my favorite band? Nickelback. Say what? Name all of the members of the Backstreet Boys?
All right, tribe, as you can see right here, Xfinity internet service and cable, $35 for November the 2nd. You go down here, you see June, it was $127. You see May, it was $127. I show y'all this to let y'all know I ain't lying to y'all. Everything that I teach y'all, I already did myself. I'm not like these other internet fake gurus, okay? Baby, I'm the real thing.
Now the next bill I got lowered was car insurance. Now I did 2 things to lower my car insurance. The first thing I did was take a driving school course. Yes, driving school. No, you don't have to actually go into the driving school. You can take the course online. The course will run you anywhere from $25 to $35. The next thing I did was put the insurance app on my phone. Car insurance companies will give you a discount if you put that app on your phone. Now all of this allowed me to save over $40 a month on my car insurance. All right, tribe, so let's look at how much I was able to save in total. On my cell phone bill, $25. On my internet, $92. On my car insurance, $40. That brought our total savings for the month to $157. Our yearly savings was $1,884. So with a few phone calls and a couple of hours worth of work, I was able to save almost $1,900 a year. Next up, it's not tracking your spending. I made $1 million in my 20s. By the time I was 28, I was in bankruptcy court explaining to a judge what I had did to blow all my money.
Tell us the bankruptcy story.
I'm gonna tell y'all the bankruptcy story next video, bruh.
You said that last video.
I know it. Listen, I know what I told y'all, but next video gonna be the bankruptcy story, all right? Now, after I left out of bankruptcy court, I vowed to track every dollar I spent for the rest of my life. Let me show you how I do it.
All right, tribe, so this right here is my spending tracker. This is how I track all of my money. You see it says food, gas, hygiene. All of this goes down in categories right here, and it brings me the total and the deductions. On this side, at the bottom right here, I click spending tracker, and you see it tracks all of my expenses right here. So I put in these expenses one by one, and I can line them up by dates, right? And I go over here to categories, and it automatically calculates everything and puts it down here at deductions. So the month of October, I had $14,000 worth of deductions. You go over here to my budget sheet, it'll tell me how much I made. I made $27,000. It deducted the $14,000. I'm left with a remainder of $12,000. You can go up here to the top and set a budget, how much you want to spend, how much you have remaining on the budget, and choose the category that you want for that budget. This is so easy and so simple. And I know what y'all thinking, putting in each transaction one by one is tedious. It's not. I do all these while I'm in line at the grocery store, while I'm in line at Target. If I'm in a line at a restaurant, if I'm waiting on my food, I just throw each one of these in one by one directly from my phone. It's real simple and easy. I just want to give you an example of how easy it is. You see where it says $14,000 right here? I'm gonna go in on my phone and I'm gonna show you exactly how I put everything in. I go to my Google Sheets app, because that's what this is, Google Sheets. Boom, I'm gonna go to my joint and I'm gonna go down here at the bottom and click categories. You see where it says $14,000? Let's say if I was at a restaurant, right? And I was getting some food, I would go down here and I hit my spending tracker, zoom in out of this. I'll scroll down to the bottom. Let's input something real fast. So I would just input, the meal cost me $1,000. Put $1,000 in. I'll go over here to the name of it. Go down here, Noble, because you know your boy be eating good.
He ain't never ate there.
I put the category in.
He telling y'all a lie.
Boom, food. Hit the check mark. I go back over to my categories. You see it went up $1,000, right? I go over here to my computer screen. It went up $1,000. That's how easy it is to track your spending. This only took me about 20 seconds to do.
If you want the spending tracker, the download link is down below. I got a whole video showing you how to set it up. It only takes about 10 minutes and you can track your spending for the rest of your life as well. Download that spending tracker, yo. Next on the list is car notes. I see videos on TikTok all the time with people having $1,200 and $1,500 and $1,800 car notes. And some of these people actually work at the dealership. That's crazy to me. In my opinion, your car note should not exceed more than 10% of your monthly income. While we're on car notes, we just gonna tie this into the next habit. And that's keeping up with the Joneses. Or is it Jones? Yo, is it Jones or Joneses?
It's Joneses.
We really don't even need that saying now. Now it should be called keeping up with social media. I can't tell you how many times I get online and see,
I'm extremely grateful that I was able to purchase my dream car. 0 miles on it. Feeling so blessed.
listen, buying a car with 0 miles on it is one of the dumbest things you could ever do. You are literally taking the money and throwing it out the window. The car is going to depreciate the moment you drive it off the lot. You can go get the same car a year under, certified used. And sometimes you can find that exact car with the exact year certified and used.
All right, Tribe, as you can see right here, we have a new 2024 Mercedes-Benz CL250. The price tag is almost $47,000. Okay, now we're gonna go over here to a car that's a year under, that's a year older, that has 5,000 miles on it, and the price tag is $35,000. That's the difference. So you got almost an $11,000 price difference on these two cars. And let's look at these cars. You can't really tell the difference between these two cars. Right now, if you were to ask me which car was the older model car, I couldn't tell you. So do not give away $11,000 for 5,000 miles. You see what I mean by throwing the money out the window? This will literally be throwing the money out the window.
Now, last on the list is impulse buying. Impulse buying is very, very dangerous. All right. This is when you see something and you just got to have it that exact moment. And sometimes it's not even that. Sometimes the person can sell you and trigger your emotions. Let me tell y'all a little story about my ex-girlfriend, right? I used to date this little fine chocolate thing, right? She had the big afro. It was when I lived out in LA. She was the model type. It's about 6'2", Coke bottle shape, long chocolate legs, high cheekbones.
Okay, now you're doing too much.
My fault.
Yeah, get it right.
My fault. So I was in Atlanta and she was going to buy a car. And I was flying out to LA to go buy the car with her. Cause you know, you just can't send your girl to the dealership to buy a car. The dudes at the dealership will try to take advantage of her. You know, it's a lot of toxic masculinity at the dealership.
There you go.
I got it, bro. So that's not a place you want to send your girl by herself. But I was gonna get that on Monday, and I saw a Mercedes, one that she kind of liked, and I kind of liked it too. So I sent her. This was on a Saturday. I wasn't getting in town on Monday. So I sent her to the dealership just to look at it. Y'all, why my girl called me and say she wanted to buy the car right now?
Why you just can't wait till I get there Monday?
Okay, the car salesman just told me he has 2 more people on the way down to look at it. And he said they're probably going to buy it.
Listen.
And see, he was trying to persuade my girl to impulse buy. And that's when I had to put my foot down and tell her to wait till Monday.
No, listen, sweetheart. That car has been on the internet for over 80 days, okay? Nobody's going to come down there in the next 3 hours and buy it. Monday,
it'll still be available. Trust me, okay?
Okay, maybe I didn't put my foot down. Maybe I just softly told her to wait till Monday. And she did, and we ended up not even buying the car. We went to the BMW lot, and she got her certified used BMW. All right, tribe, as always, thanks for watching the video. I am the Six Figure Boss, and if you enjoyed this video, you're really going to enjoy this next one. Oh, and remember, life is like a sandwich. It don't matter which way you flip it, the bread always comes first. I'll see y'all next week.